Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy, and compassion of God, our moments also with the holy ones of God, the saints of God, who I speak every day about, who have left a trail behind to follow and to imitate and to let us know that it is possible for human beings to climb the steps of holiness, provided we begin a journey. And one of the attempts of my programs is actually to make us aware of spending our time, moments with God, with His Word, with His love, mercy, and compassion. It is not just empty words that I speak, but with passion I speak, that all of us may get onto this journey, spiritual journey, and find God in that journey and His love and mercy. And my dear friends, I invite you also to please share the videos with others and ask your friends and families to subscribe. Press the like button and also write your comments. Thank you very much. Today, as you see, once again, I am here in the cemetery, and the sun is almost going down, so the shadow of the trees are also falling on my face. So it is giving kind of a ash color to my face, black and white, life and death, you may say. But the reason why I am here is to speak about the gospel, which is the continuation of yesterday's gospel, actually, where Sister Nirmalini had told us about how Jesus was quite strong in His words when He told the Pharisees, "Woe to you, Pharisees and scribes! Woe to you, those people who pretend to be holy," because yesterday He spoke about, you clean the outside of the cup, but the inside is all dirty like your own hearts. And today He goes one step further. He says, you are like those graves. Here are all the graves. Of course, they really look beautiful, don't they? From outside, they are well decorated and well taken care of. Everybody has a name on that, and it is actually maintained well. We also do that in other countries. In some other graveyards here are even more beautiful. They're shining stones with granite and flowers and candle, etc. Of course, in India, they are not so beautiful. I don't know why we don't take care of our cemeteries so well as we see them here. But what Jesus is saying is that these look from outside very good, which is true, yeah? They are kept well. But inside, of course, they are bones of the people who are dead. The bodies which we carry now are rotten there in the graveyard, in the graves, and it will also happen to us. But what Jesus is trying to tell us, that sometimes we try to appear from outside very good. Yesterday He said the same thing. But our inside is full of dirt, malice, anger, prejudices. And often it is that we do not show those things outside to people. We pretend to be good to them. But these Pharisees and Sadducees against whom Jesus is speaking were people who were actually the lawgivers and who kept the laws very devoutly and very honestly and to the point. And they used to always correct others. Of course, Jesus did that very strong words because He was really annoyed with them, as Jesus Himself came to free people from the burden of unnecessary laws, like washing of the hands and doing this, that, and which did not have any real meaning. But these Pharisees used to impose these kind of things on people. So Jesus wanted to free people and criticize those people rightly, of course. But then Jesus had that right because Jesus Himself was a righteous person. He could also read the minds of people, the behavior of Pharisees, and He could use that right because He Himself was righteous. He could tell others. This is one danger that we may carry and I try to be always conscious of it, though I don't always succeed, that I try to think that I am a very good person and I need to judge others. But Jesus has also clearly told us, judge not and you shall not be judged. Remove the log from your own eye, then you will be able to see the splinter in somebody else's eye. Just because Jesus criticized Pharisees, because he could see their inside and he could see them well, it does not mean that you and I have the right to criticize people, to become judgmental against them, and to really show our righteousness. Actually, that is being Pharisaic. When we start judging others, we are being like Pharisees, because the Pharisees used to do the same thing about people. So, what Jesus is telling us, if you are one of those who make judgments against people and make yourself righteous and judge others' spirituality, then the words of today's gospel are meant for you. Yeah, let us not be having a power over somebody else's lives. Yes, if you really are convinced that somebody is doing terribly wrong, you may gently remind them. As Jesus says also, you can go with 2 or 3 people and go to that person, speak to that person, or if he doesn't listen to you, take him to the church or to the society and at large. And of course, if he doesn't listen, then you leave him. But don't take a burden upon yourself to correct the whole world. And my dear friends, if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.